I'd keep the profit and try and fix my life with it. And everything that came off the Choose a Life Not a Knife clothing, I'd give back out to charity places. I've got some receipts like to where to send them, but that's when I first got out, and then since that's what I was on, that's the path I was on. Making money out of it all and distributing it. But then these came in and cancelled it all. It was like everything I tried to do, which was powerful, to come in and wrecked it. So I had this idea, because at L5, the Fifth Elements, the Fifth Month, all these mad things were kicking in, which made number 5 very powerful to me. That's why Quintus is called Quintus, because it means the fifth in Latin. So everything's still number 5 to me. That's L5 alive, all this, that's all the fifth dimension, the fifth element. It's all still relevant with me from years ago. So I had the L5 thing, and so what I've done is I've set a GoFund page up, and I've asked for £55,555, all the 5s, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 5s. And within 6 weeks, it's at £26,000. So within 6 weeks of this GoFund page, I've got it to 26 grand. And then all mad shit starts happening with the account, like someone's trying to get into it, hack it. And that's exactly what happened. Sam Walker and all them tried to hack it, like they tried to hack me accounts and all that. They put pure money into me, these bastards. They're trying to ruin me. They tried to hack the GoFund page from an external place. And because that's happened, GoFund have got this procedure that if they see any, you know, like indifferences in the fucking setup that's going on, you know, like mad things happening, they'll seize the fucking the GoFund platform and do an investigation. So when they've acted on all this, or tried to, the GoFund have stepped into their procedure behind the scenes and deactivated the account while they confirm if there's any fraud or anyone's fucked up with the platform. Do you get what I'm saying? So what's happened is, as soon as they've realised they've achieved what they've done, they've come out and started spreading rumours straight away, saying, I've robbed the GoFund page money, and I'm smoking crack, and I'm this, and I'm spending the money on this, and all mad shit. So all these people, so the GoFund page, what I was going to do, it was during all the mad lockdown shit. And what was happening was, we had loads of dance centres and community centres getting shut because they couldn't pay for the gas and the lecky, and they couldn't keep the places open which were vital for the youth at that time. So I've said I'm going to do this GoFund page to get the £55,000, and what I'm going to do, which I'd already done at that time, I'd identified 5 community clubs, you know, like dance clubs, community centres, anything to do what was open, like food bank, this. So I identified 5 of them, and what I was going to do was give 11 grand to each place. So instead of like trying to, I'd just go to this one gaff and go, there's 11 grand, make sure you buy electric and gas for the next 2 years, and then have the X's for equipment and stuff you need. And that was the plan, and it was going fucking great. These jealous bastards kicked in and then spread rumours I'd robbed all the money. Now this GoFund process takes months and months and months, and I've been trying to get in touch with them to prove to the people that I'm not a horrible bastard and I haven't stole all the fucking money. But the damage is done, so you can imagine the damage to me. They've said I've been charged with raping a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old. Proper untrue. They've then come in and attacked me honestly again, said I've robbed the GoFund page and there's no way I can prove I haven't robbed it. Why? Because there's 30 grand gone missing. It hasn't gone missing, it's just been shut down while they do their investigation. but the damage is done. Do you get what I'm saying? Me character has been completely assassinated on just them two things, never mind everything else the bastard's done to ruin me. But what happens is the truth always prevails, people. So 8 months down the line, after everyone's given me major shit, that stalker Sam Walker has used it like some sort of fucking tool to cancel me. Made me out to be a robbing, horrible little thieving bastard that shit on everyone that had faith in me. That's what it looked like en masse. 8 months later, I'm just doing my own thing, getting through it. Still, people are still knowing. People are still watching me, but I've lost it. Everyone I've lost is watching them. All them thousands and thousands of people that were watching me, when they came in to attack me, they've stole everyone. Everyone that was watching me has gone over to them. So now here we are, 8 months later, they're still trying it out. I've lost loads of platforms, keep on setting up, keep on going. They keep on getting me platforms shut down, I keep on coming back, keep on going. And now I'm live. And this fucking kid's kicked in. I mean, this, while I'm on live, this Sean Atwood, this podcaster who had done some, got manipulated by and used by, he's popped back up. Why? Because they've closed the GoFund page down now without me knowing. They've done an investigation. They decided that people were trying to hack it and fraud it from out external. So they've shut it down. And I didn't know. But what happens with that procedure, with the GoFund, is if they shut a platform down, every single bank transfer that came in that they can identify, they send the money back automatically into their bank accounts. So there was like 3 grand that couldn't be accustomed for. So 27 grand got sent back into people's bank accounts like a year later. So now Sean Atwood's popped up and done a video on his platform which has got hundreds of thousands watching him and says, I was one of the people that donated £1,000 to the GoFund page, and I was one of the people that suspected that Darren had stole the money, and boom. I'd like to confirm today that £1,000 has been delivered into my bank account from the GoFund page. And once he's done it, all of a sudden people are checking their accounts and going ding, 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 ding. I hadn't robbed no fucking, but the horrible shit that stalker had done had its effect. And I refused to set another GoFund page up to let them do that same damage to me again. Do you get what I'm saying? Mad, innit? Bit alone, alone. But these are all the efforts and the proper tactics that the elite use to cancel people. They all used them tactics on me, and I've survived them. Why? Because the truth always prevails. Always, mate. And if you stick to the truth, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you'll get that universal justice. Even if you're in the grave and your vessels and your spirit's passed on, the truth will prevail here, and all these energy sources will sort of align themselves with you again. So you see, when all these people were trusting me, their energy was aligned with me. As soon as them people were convinced I'd robbed them because of these drug dealing bastards convincing them that I'd robbed them, the energy didn't align with me anymore. The truth prevailed years later. All of a sudden, their energy is attaching to me again, and they're interested in me again, and they want to watch me and they want to see me progress again. Get what I'm saying? Because don't forget, I've been on a progress. I've been on a road of redemption, if you like. Not one of them have been on a road of process. I've been the only one on a road of process, and every one of them bastards have tried their hardest to knock me off this process. Not one of them has been on a road of redemption. Not one of them has just done double figures and got out to start a new life and try and be good for communities. None of them are on that. It's only me in the whole situation that's on that path. So it's only me that can be knocked off path. They can't be knocked off path, they're stuck. They've never started a path, they've just been stuck in a space and monopolised it for time. I'm on this path, I'm redeeming myself. I'm going through this powerful fucking process and all these try to knock me off him. And I don't care or give a fuck how I've come across while I'm trying to stay on my path. I don't give a fuck if I've offended you for coming in and trying to ruin my path of life. I've had to say and I've had to scream and shout the things they have so I didn't fall off my path. And their whole intention was to make me fall off my path. I haven't even managed to get on my true path because they haven't allowed it. Get what I'm saying? I haven't been on my true path for me to fall off my path. I'm on the first stages trying to get to my path of life. They've been cancelling me on my first stage. That's why I'm not cancelled. So for example, look, they came at me within my first year of trying to change outside, basically, in their spaces. They came at me the first year. In that first year, I haven't got a pot to piss in. I haven't got no big business. I haven't got no big iconic reputation. I haven't got no big appearances on Channel 5 or I've got nothing. So they're coming in, cancelling me like I'm some big celebrity and using the tactics and the tools that you'd use on a well-established celebrity to cancel me. Now, if they would have came in when I was on my path of life 4 years later, 5 years later, and I had established myself, which I'm going to shortly, but I'd been up here and I'd been in this and I'd been on that and I'd been on that and I've got millions of pounds and I've got a big audience, then you can come in with your grape shout. You can come in with me robbing people. And overnight, I'd hit the fucking floor. And it'd ruin me overnight off them two shouts. Just off me robbing the GoFundMe page and me doing a mad shit to a 12-year-old girl, which was proper untrue. But if I was on my path and flying, I would have dropped dead fast, boom, and not recovered. Why? Because the fall would have been horrendous. But I hadn't even elevated in that place. I elevated consciously. That's internal. I weren't even focused on elevating in lifestyle. So when they've come in, you can't be cancelled internally. You can only be cancelled because of your materials and your lifestyle. And I never got one. I haven't had all the materials and that lifestyle. So for them to think they can cancel me like they can cancel, let's say, a TV personality, that's what they try to do, and it's fucked up on them. Why? Because they've come at me with all the heavy ammo. So now, watch when I get on my path and I do start being me and I do start getting into these places where I know I can get into and belong. I know I belong where I belong. Do you get what I'm saying? I know where I'm going. Don't need to share it with you. But when I do get there, when all these horrible, envious, jealous bastards try and come in and cancel me with the powerfulest accusations they can come at me with, they've already tried it. They can't come again with that shout. They can only come with fresh allegations. And there'll never be any fresh allegations. They weren't even real allegations. But the point I'm making is, when I'm flying, if they manage to get a horrible, dirty little coke sniffing, rotten bird to manipulate me and get me in her knickers, and then she's sitting around me for a month and then she fucking runs away and screams mad shit on me. It's the only way I can be cancelled now. And if I get cancelled because of shit like that, it's because I'm a soft bastard who's left some horrible in my vicinity, and guess what? No one gets near me anymore. No one. And that, me having no one near me, is all meant to be. Why? Because when I get onto my proper path, and I am fucking flying, and I'm making all these very fucking envious, not on purpose, just being me, just doing my thing, is going to make them get fucking, they're going to try all that. And they won't be able to get near me. Why? Because I don't mix with rotten birds. I don't mix with rotten lads. If you're coming around me, you're fucking good. 100% good. Do you get what I'm saying? There's not that many people who are good out there, mate. That's why I've got no one around me. I've had loads of people I could have mixed with. I've had loads of groups I could have been entangled with now, associating with them, and no one can say shit to me or the group. But the group's wrong. And I'm not coming all this way, preaching what I've preached, to start mixing with a shower of shit like that. And I don't give a fuck who they are. If you're participating in that life, you're a shower of shit. So choose a life, not a knife, lad. If it can change my ways, it can change yours, lad. Guarantee you. If it can prevent me from going out seeking retaliation, seeking revenge, seeking all that mad dirty shit, that's going to get me freedom taken off me, get me locked in a cell with Germans for fucking all my life, it can do for you. Straight up, lad. All you got to do is believe in it. Think about it. What else has stopped me being a helmet and participating in that fucked up life that ruined me? It's only one thing. Choose a life, not a knife. Now, what's choose a life, not a knife to me? It's that outward source. It's that outward source I was telling you earlier on. There's only so much you can do to prevent yourself doing something from inside. At times you're going to need that outside inspiration. Now, choose a life to me is like the outside inspiration. I'm choose a life, not a knife, in physical form. Now I'm your outside motivation. I'm that thing you can look at and go, I'm not fucking up the way Darren never. I'm not gonna seek retaliation the way Darren hasn't. It hasn't infected Darren's integrity. It hasn't infected how dangerous Darren is. Do you get what I'm saying? It's affected how people look at him, but it hasn't affected how Darren looks at himself. And this is what's important. Think about it. If you're in a madness with this gang that you're with, and you know you're living a shit life, and it's only a matter of time before you're going to end up in a fucking jail, and you fucking know it, you need to start seeking inspiration from outside that group. And when you've got people on me outside the group screaming at you in, I'm the inspiration. You look at me. Fuck what your mates say about me. Think about what I'm saying to you. The longer you're in that gang, dealing them drugs, participating in that violence, the further and further you're getting towards that prison gate. And once you reach that prison gate, you're on a 20-year cycle. And you might go in, do 2 years, come out, have a little 3-year period where you're making dough, and then boom, 6 years. And then you might get out, have a little year freedom, start grafting again, boom, 10 years. And it's never ending. And you go and ask it, look, are you from Salford? Are you from Salford? You see the main heads on your estate. How many times have you watched them go to jail? Yeah, they get out of jail, they get the nice car, they get the clothes, they get the watches, they get this, and then they disappear for a decade again. And then you get out and you see them older, having to tap into the same bullshit to try and be the same person on the estate that they've never ever been in their lives in the first place. So just understand, if you're in them gangs, you need to break free from them, get on your own individual life path. And if you're finding it hard, just look at fucking me. Honest, give me a look at my life story, look what I'm getting through, look what I've got through, and look where I'm going. Obviously, you'll all pay attention when I'm sitting there with all my wealth, won't you? With me kids round me and my daughters who are older, all loving life, you'll recognise me then, won't you? Why? Because of the fucking money. And that's how far your heads have gone. You will listen to the advice of a complete fucking shithouse rat. Why? Because he's got a Rolex on. He's got a Louis Vuitton, he's got an S3. So you listen to him like he's learning you, like he's educating the shit out of you. In reality, you're only caught up with him because of his materialistic bullshit. Everything that's coming out of his mouth, he's relaying from next man. It's not his own seed. It's not his own knowledge or his own wisdom. He's listening to proper fucking people and trying to speak like them. Rat, shallow, and when it comes to shallow waters, that's who you're mixing with. If you're thinking shallow about yourself, you're a rat. If you're not thinking deep about what you're doing, who you're mixing with, where you're going in life, how you're going to get there, if you're not thinking deep, you're a rat. It's as simple as that, mate. Oh, you're deep, you're deep, you. I know, because I swim with the fucking sharks. That's why I'm deep in my thought. That's why I'm deep in my process. The reason you're shallow is because you're swimming with fucking rats. Rats can't get deep, they can only swim in the shallows. Do you get what I'm saying? Trust me, lad, wake the fuck up. The behaviour of some of them lads in that group is fucking dodgy and you're tolerating it. Don't tolerate it. Leave the fucking group. You don't have to, I can do it to you. Fucking tattooist with a fat nose. Hey, Northern Soul, you're a fucking smack rat, lad. Get out me live. You like Billy Bohr and his smackhead mates. Get out. You're not wanted in here. We don't want you smack rats trying to proclaim you're not smack rats anymore. Get out. Your minds are fucked. You're evil. You're manipulative. You're dirty, perverted old men like Billy Bohr. Leg it. Get out of here. Billy Bohr, James English, Marvin Herbert, drug-induced, fucked up addicts trying to project themselves like they're not still fucked up in addiction. Your minds are rotten, rotten from the core. Yes, Latchford lie, you're good. There's a reason you were able to grab the handbag off that granny and drag her across the fucking road. Don't blame your addiction, scumbag. Here for a boutique, yeah, you Billy Bohr. Know the women you were dragging from outside post office on the pension payday? Yeah. You haven't changed a fucking bit, you scumbag. Got Darren saying addiction is no excuse and all that. None at all. I only done that because I was addicted. No, you were like that before you got addicted to your fucking drugs. They just amplified your ways, the drugs. It's all drugs do, amplify your shit. So if you're a crazy, horrible bastard and you start smoking crack cocaine, that crazy, horrible bastard is tenfold. You understand what I'm saying? He might have been doing that sick crime for just the money. Mightn't have been for a substance. Now he's had this substance, now it's even worse. Get what I'm saying to you? No? Divisions of crime. You got Kay saying Danny humbled him 100%. He did, lad. Danny terrored him in prison. And that's the agenda he held against me for years without letting me know what his problem was. That Billy Bohr. I was saying to people, what's his problem with me? I'm sure Danny's ways him in. And he was denying it for years. And then all of a sudden last year he's popped out, oh yeah, he had a bit of trouble with Danny in jail. Yeah, a bit of trouble, fucking bully the life out of you shithouse. You got Tomato, why do you make stuff up? Who said that? Tomato. Let's look at the kip here. Oh, look at the fucking state here, lad. Hey? Stay in your little cave, lad. Go and get yourself pissed, rotten and batter your bed at the weekend. You know what you like, you little scumbag. Get out of here. Little Billy Moore's best mate, or you defending him? What, have you been on the pipe with him? You're fucking wronging. You like that judder, full-blown smackhead, taking a piss out of smackheads. That's all you are. Like Billy Bohr. Billy fucking Bohr. Imagine being 53, bombing round with a GoPro medicated off your head on a fucking scooter in Manchester. You're not even in your own city. Why? Because you'll get eggs bounced off your fucking head. You'll have the kids fucking making a complete... But think about it, lad. You've got this fake Muay Thai champion bolting round at the age of 53, medicated out of his barney, giving takeys to brasses. He's bombing round with crackhead girls on his moped, on his fucking scooter, like that, with a GoPro on his top of his head, like that, going round like he's fucking Inspector fucking Gadget or something. Do you get what I'm saying? Imagine your granddad bombing round the city centre on a scooter with a GoPro, getting milkshakes bombed on his head and shit. Just to be doing what he's doing for money gives you an example, lad, doesn't it? You know, I should sort of tell you, lad. Why has he gone from a wannabe podcaster into some fucking smackhead on a scooter with a GoPro? Do you get what I'm saying to you though? Do you understand what I'm saying? Look at the space he's in and look who he's surrounded by in that space. Look at that DJ fucking media, wrongin'. Charlie Veitch, wrongin'. Is there anyone else? All wrongins, all battered women, all doing mad, weird, perverted shit. It's what you're up against, lad, and he's fitting right in with them all, isn't he? Fits right in with them, lad. That's why he smashes that space. Why? Because he's the best out of them. The best wrongin' out of them all, isn't he? Billy Bohr. That's what he is, lad. He's the best wrongin' out of them all. He's even had to, because he was going irrelevant off all his bullshit, when he's done his little shit book and his shit film, that's it, he thought he'd run the world. Unfortunately, it never went to fucking plan. So what, you got a book and a film, you're still bombing around Manchester on a fucking scooter. You get what I'm saying? So here he is, I've got to be right wing to keep myself relevant. So now he's a right wing activist, isn't he? But because that's coming on top for him now, why? You've got all people who are not racist or don't discriminate against Islam and that, getting upset with him and bouncing donuts off his banner and all that now. So he's got to try and come on and go, I've not really got a problem with any immigrants, I've not really got it. You can see him now trying to backtrack like the little smack rat he is, can't you? Hey, he's just a total failure. Total failure, him. I'm a failure, but he admits it. He's trying to sit over there like he's some sort of success. Isn't he? Like, think about it, it was only 4 years ago he kicked his neighbour's fucking door in and robbed all the jewellery off the dead nan whose funeral the woman had gone to. It's 4 years ago. That's 2022. Get what I mean? This is like after his film's being recorded, he's burgling houses. Don't get your shit in a twist, mate. All truth, no lies. You can go and look it out yourself, mate. And this is what you've got. You know when you've got someone Monday to Friday acting like a community hero, and then Friday to Sunday evening getting absolutely obliterated on all sorts of substance, sitting there fucked off them, and then coming on your come down on Monday looking rough as fucking pie, trying to continue your act. It's impossible, mate. People like me see through it. People who have got addictions, people who are in recovery can see when you've been fucked off drugs for the weekend a mile away. Why? Because we can see you when you haven't had drugs. You're fresh. You're meant to be what you're meant to be. When you have that weekend binge every week, it's taking you a week to recover now. Never used to take you that long. In the first couple of years when you were attacking me, you could pull it off. Here we are a decade later, you can't pull that shit off. It's going to come crumbling down. And that's what you're witnessing. It's crumbling down around him. Why? Because he's fake as fuck and he's bounced on the back of other people's things to get where he got to. Pure lies got him where he got. And it's great to see him getting his face stoved in the gym. Why? Because you've got real scousers exposing him. I'm not exposing him now. Or what are you telling me? All these scousers that are exposing on social media are wrong. You're talking about scousers that have never committed a fucking crime in their whole fucking lives, writing them off. Think about it. You had him in the Grand National thinking he was a celebrity, running round with his camera thinking he was loved and all this, and you just got some real scousers. What do I mean by real scousers? Scousers that aren't connected to your criminal fraternity. Scousers that aren't connected to your drug dealers and your organised crime groups. They'll all love him. Why? Because he's attacking Darren G. You know, they all love that. When you've got decent, hard-working, young Liverpoolian men who deserve the title of a scouser, going up to him and calling him a fucking wrong'un. You're a scumbag. You're a rat. This is in the Grand National, one of the most cleanest sporting events you're ever going to come across. And he's getting exposed by real scousers. Why? Because this is the first time he's been around real scousers. He's normally around his own kind, his little boxing community down there, or his drug community down there, and he's always with the homeless, and he's always with this. He's never with the affluent scousers. And the minute he gets into the place where you've got working class scousers, they're looking at him like the piece of shit he fucking is. End of. So when you're getting incidents like that in the Grand National, where you've got decent kids writing them off, and then when you've got other incidents that you're getting access to, don't forget the ones you're not getting access to. You know, where he's getting a little chew off of brass, doing a video with it. Do you want to get you some swag, taking it to buying score off one of his mates and getting a chew off her and shit? You're not seeing all that activity behind the scenes, are you? But that's happening an awful lot. And loads of scousers are aware of that behaviour happening. All you woolly-backs haven't got a fucking clue. You just look at your social media and think, oh, Billy's great. Because he talks to a few old people in wheelchairs and shit. That's his portrayal. That's his character on social media. You need to meet the real Billy fucking Moore. Trust me. Scumbag. Full-blown scumbag, mate. You know, if you've got a Down syndrome, autistic brother, the last thing you want to do is use him to get relevance on social media. It's what he done. That's how he got relevance in the first place. Fuck his story. All that came later. Do you get what I'm saying? The first time you ever see Billy Moore on here, he's forcing his young brother Joey to sing songs that he doesn't want to sing. Forcing him, psychologically abusing him on camera. That's why I took a major dislike to him before he even knew him. I didn't even know him back then. He messaged me out the blue. Blocked him. Next thing I seen of him, hang on. Initially, he was meant to be this fitness instructor in a gym in St. Helens, and that's why he's on social media. I can remember it clearly now. He's in this black and yellow gym. There's a gym somewhere that's all black and yellow. And he was in there acting like a PT, screaming at girls and shit, thinking he's mad. Big fat smackhead, thinking he's fucking what. He was on the steroids and that, so he'd give him this false persona. But that's what he was. And when he weren't clicking with no one, don't forget, I'm clicking with everyone. And these are all getting jealous for some reason. These are sitting in the shadows, these little weird haters, hating on me because they've had an indifference with Danny or something mad. So when I first come across him, when he messaged me, it was just this little fat physical trainer in St. Helens in a black and an Everlast gym. That's what it was a yellow and black Everlast gym. And that's all I can remember about the first content. After that, the next bit of content I see of him, he's got this autistic kid terroring him on live. Making this autistic kid 2 videos, and look, I've worked with kids with autism, for most of my fucking life. Even when I'm going through the prison system, the screws are getting me down the gym every Wednesday afternoon because you had this bus of autistic adults coming in, childlike adults who all had, and they'd come in and use the sports hall, and they'd all come to me and take to me. So I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about when you've got an autistic lad under duress. You can see the signs in his face and in his body language and in his eyes and everything. It's not hard to spot when you know what the fuck you're looking for. So when I see this using this young lad as a way of getting relevance on social media, I'm exposing him from the off. Honest. Like, my girl and that, I'm saying, look at these horrible bastards, look at them, look how fucking horrible they are. And that's what I'm saying about them instantly. That Darren Hardy and that. Spotted that shit a mile away, mate. A fucking mile away. But for some reason, all yous can't. It's not like, think about it, mate. Look at that Darren Hardy and that when they had that little girl, Isa. Do you see what they done to keep that girl away from the proper parents and all that? Then you see all the money they got. Yeah, they might have banged a little shit extension up, but they were just party animals while she was alive. While she was alive, they were crazy party animals every weekend doing lives, saying it's for the kid, but they're sitting there charged up, pissed. You will not find another group of parents anywhere, down there, up there, around there, who's got a daughter in that condition, getting fucked off drinking drugs every fucking night. Never. Doesn't matter what stress they're under, the priority is the child, and you cannot look after a child while you're fucked on drinking drugs. So I spotted that a mile off, and I give them the benefit of the doubt, because you've got to in that situation. Why? Because it's a tricky thing to speak truthful on if you think someone's not being truthful. Why? Because you can look like a fucking evil, can't you? If you're exposing these for taking the piss out of this child's illness, making money on the back of it and all this, and you're on it, you've got to think twice about exposing them. Why? Because all the people that follow them switch on you dead fast because they're blind as fuck. So look, you know, if you're there at the beginning, at the very start of a manipulative story, eh? You know, if I'm here now, right, and I've had Jewish people watching me for time, and I think I need to manipulate you, and you're all listening to me now, and I start this mad story off, and I've got you at the beginning, and it's working forward, and I've got you entrapped in this mad thing, you're all going to believe it till you fucking die. But you know, if you came in midway through the story, midway through the manipulation, midway through what's going on, and look, you'd spot it a fucking mile away what was going on. But because you're there at the beginning, the conditioning of that process has got you blind in that situation. Hello, LFC 46. Nice one, lad. Got this little shit house trying to shit stare with Dougie Joyce. You don't need to shit stare with Dougie Joyce. Dougie Joyce is just another dickhead, just like English, just like Marvin Herbert, just like Danny Christie. Fucked up, drug sniffing, drinking dickhead. You've only got to look at him, I don't need to speak on him. He's been targeting me for 8 years, Dougie Joyce. He came in when all the rest came in. He was behind the scenes with the likes of Ben Hatchett and Joey Kidd and all these. He started a little dirty group, the Pyramid Ring group. You've seen them. And when you've seen people like Ben Hatchett round them, you know, Dougie Joyce likes a little boy. He likes that type of relationship, Dougie, doesn't he? So when he's coming into my life, like last year, when he's standing next to Sam Walker in Dublin and in Spain, offering me 250 grand to fight on his nonce platform, you got to understand why they're doing that. Got to understand why they're coming at me. It's all the same firm, lad. As far as I'm concerned, Dougie Joyce is just a fucking knobhead, mate. Honest. Runs round terrorising young birds, battering old men, getting his family into trouble, getting his cousins into trouble, getting his fucking siblings into a mess with other travelling communities. He's just a fucking hell, mate. You can't really call him a true traveller. Why? Because he fucked outside the community, mate. Diluted that community. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Look, you know, real Irish travellers, it's very rare they fuck outside the community, mate. And if you do that, you're like a traitor in the Irish mind. Honest to God, you go and ask a real gypsy or a real travelling man, and they'll tell you it's fucking rare for an Irishman to fuck outside the community. It's rare, mate. Honest to God, you get looked down on like you're a piece of shit for doing it. Why? Because you brought English blood into your fucking thing, and you're meant to hate this shit. Irish travellers and Irish gypsies are meant to hate the fucking monarchy, not sleep with it. So fuck him, he's just, I consider him just like the rest. And it's unfortunate that I've got to scream at him like the rest. Why? Because it sacrifices things with other choices. I've met pure choices and they've never acted like this. Do you get what I'm saying? You've got real choices and the integrity and the moral compass within them is like, you can't fault it at all. Not unlike him. You can't what I'm trying to say is, you can't paint the Joyces with the same brush as Dougie Joyce. He's not the main Joyce. Do you get what I'm saying? He screams and shouts like he is, but he's just a fucking helmet. I'll tell him that to his face when I get to see him, to his face. It's very rare you'll get people like him by themselves. Honestly, travel in groups because they're insecure to fuck. I don't, I travel by myself. And it doesn't matter if I've seen him with 2 or 3 of them, I'd tell him to his face, you shithouse rat, what have you been doing to me? Because it's not me doing anything to them. As I say, they've not been on the process, people. It's them doing shit to me. So don't think I'm some sort of little fucking rat that's not going to pull these when I see them. You don't do what you've done to me and expect me to just turn my cheek when I see you. I've not seen none of these. I've not even met them in my life. And they've been speaking on me and targeting me like they know me. Think about where I'm coming from, people. I'm not a dickhead, you know. I'm telling you now, I would fucking ruin Dougie Joyce in a straightener. I'm not talking Queensberry rules and all this mad shit. I don't give a fuck what steroids he's on. It's all about what's in here. And that got nothing on me when it comes to this. The way it is, if I've got to tell them to their faces what it is, I will. Straight up. And if they think they're dangerous with the fists and think I'm not, they're blind as fuck. If they think they're dangerous with a mask on and a knife in their hand and I'm not, they're blind as fuck. If they think they're dangerous to me with a firearm and no fucking body count to the fucking name, they're blind as fuck. They're not like me. If I've got to get a body count again, I'll get it. They haven't got the balls to. They haven't got a 30 wreck in them. Not fucking one of them. Trust me on that. Got nothing on them. Doesn't matter what space you put me in, I'm 10 times more dangerous than every prick. Every one of them. They're not like me. They've not raised like me. They've not had the experiences like me. They've not had the battles like me. I've been battling fucking men since the age of 13. Not 1 man, 4 men, 6 men, 7 men. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to let some little fat beaut that takes steroids thinking he can fucking total me on the streets. You're mad. Don't be stupid, Lara. Everyone's underestimating me. Why? Because they haven't retaliated. That's what it is. He's lost it. Why? Because you haven't kicked your door off and got myself sent to jail. I haven't got that skill set. Why? Because you haven't got you on the road and snap your jaw. I can't snap your jaw. Is that what you think? He's fucking mad, all he is, honest to God. Are you allowed to visit Danny? I am now, but I don't. He's had the opportunity. He chose the lows. There's fuck all I can do. I've spoke to Danny on a level. You've got an option then, Danny. You either believe me or believe them. If you believe them, you go with them. You believe them, sir. You believe the people that tried to get me shot dead, other than the brother that's been in the trenches with him all his fucking life. That was enough for me, lad. It's enough for me. Let them all go. And they'll have Scousers that'll know. Scousers will know the true dynamics of what I'm saying. They'll say nothing, but they'll know that I'm spitting the truth. They'll know the lows tried to get me put in jail and then participated in trying to get me murdered later on. They all knew. Whoever knew was participating in it. That's what I look at it. If you know this firm's going to move to me this week and you're meant to be family friends and shit and you don't inform me of anything, you're part of it, aren't you? So when Arian knows that I'm about to be shot dead on the 18th of March 2018 and he hasn't told me and he's known quite well it's about to happen, you know what he done? Get on this, what he done. This is what added to it. You know when they tried to kill me on the step, the Kinahans and that? You know what Ian's done when my back was turned? Don't worry, I had the hard drive, the camera evidence of the shooting and everything that gone on, but I'd hid it. I got nicked for it. Got arrested for perverting the course of justice because they couldn't find it. Ian knew where it was, stole it and said he couldn't find it. You know why he got rid of it, don't you? Because the evidence on it would have convicted the gunman and probably led back to him and all his mates. So I had all the evidence of that shooting on CCTV and hid it. Got nicked for perverting the course of justice. And then he got it and ran away with it and told me he's lost it and he can't find it. When in reality, he's done it to protect his mates who conspired to kill me. It's the only reason he's got rid of it. Why? Because I had it on them. And I could have used that. Get what I'm saying? I want 100 bags. You could have done all sorts with that against these bastards. Get what I'm saying? And he knew that. And he got rid of it, mate, on purpose. So it is what it is. My youngest brother got shot at by this Weekman and this Liam Cornet, this lamb. And I'm not having it. So all that shit kicked in because he got shot at. The end result of all that, they tried to kill me. And he knew about it. And he still mixes today with the kid that set me up. So when I get out of jail, our Billy, my eldest brother, had hung himself about 8 months before, or 12 months before. And they wouldn't let me go to his funeral because I was a risk. So when I've been allowed to get into Liverpool and go to my ma's, there's certain people and certain places that Billy always used to go to. And Anthony Ferris's house, Tony Ferris, was one of them. So I go round to Tony Ferris's, and when I go in there, you've got photos of Billy on the fireplace, you've got photos of Billy in the kitchen, you've got photos of Billy all over the house with these people that live in this house. So I'm thinking, these are good people. These are the people that Billy sat with. So when I was going there, I was sitting there feeling, I was going there really to feel the presence of my brother, to be honest with you. So I'm trusting this like I thought it could 15 years before when he's chopping me crack and smack for me in his flat. He was me chopper. So he'd sit in his flat and chop a kilo of brown up into £10 bits for me every month. Do you get what I'm saying? So I thought I could trust him when I got back out, but you know what smackheads are like, they align with, and he's been a raging smackhead since then, since he was chopping for me. He's always had a dabble. But while I've been in custody, his addictions got worse. So I'd be going round to his, and I'd go in the living room, and you'd have Sonny Carroll, Gaynor Keegan, some other smackhead from down there, and him sitting there chilling with them like it's normal. Now these are the lows. These smackheads, these are all the lows. These are all Ryan Lowe's uncles and aunties and granddads and shit like this. So I'm thinking Ferris is trustworthy. He's the one that got me to the destination to be shot dead. Straight up. Honest to God, mate. And you know what? You see the people that tried to shoot me dead? Listen to this. Listen to fucking this. They give him 50 grand to keep his mouth shut. The people that put him in hospital when they should have tried to kill me, give him compensation to keep his mouth shut, and he never told me. I had to find out by other sources. So he's mingled with the people that, so see when he set me up, the people that's nearly killed him, I've given pure grands and grands and grands, you know, because of his injuries and shit. Serious, straight up that. A shame he missed, I know, lads. He should have ended up dead, that rotten little fucking rat. People like him should be killed. Why? Setting mates up to be murdered. It's like James English. Like James English led little Billy to his fucking death. Meant to be Billy's family. Took Billy to his death, let his uncles kill him. It's exactly what that fella's done, an English move, mate. So James English had this kid, Billy. I've done a documentary, I've got pure information on him, got pictures of him and everything there, and you can see in the pictures on the night before he got murdered, on the same night he got murdered, you could see this fucking English was like, you know, you can see in the pictures. And then all the intel, all the proper information I got off from kids off the Gorbals around that time and everything, who know them like the back of their fucking hands. And this is how English got in with the Kinahans. Why? Because when his uncles killed this Billy and threw him in a drum, left him floating in this drum, battered him in a bad way with all hammers and shit, then stuffed him in this drum and pushed the drum into the water. And Billy was found in the drum later, but you couldn't really tell the heaviness of what had happened to him because the water had removed all mad shit on him and that. Do you get what I'm saying? But they've thrown him in there, and then the men, James's uncles that had done it, got on the toes, and when they've landed where they've landed, that's when they've mixed with the Kinahans and become things for them in that part of the world. James English will fuck off on holiday every year to Dubai and meet them uncles and chill with them uncles and Kinahans. Not the Kinahans now, like, because they're fucked. But when you see English going to Dubai every year, that's who he's going to chill with, his uncles that killed Billy. Is it Billy McLean? Or something. He's not no one on all, but he was loved. He was a big, heavy Scottish kid and he was fucking loved by everyone. But he'd done something. They'd done a move or something had gone wrong. And James is that to get this Billy with him, get him drunk and bring him to this destination, which was like a public place. You know, like a wooden pavilion type thing. Got him on there, murdered him on there, put him in it and thrown him in the water. And that's how he got found years later. So that's what happens, like. And these are when they're trying to cancel me, I start screaming on all this and it makes them more intent on cancelling me, doesn't it? It's the truth, like. But, as I say, lad, it is what it is. You can only say the truth once. So I can't keep on repeating that about this little rat James English. Why? Because I've said it time ago. When they came for me, I went for them. When they're making me out to be some sort of rat while they're sitting on pedestals like they're not, I'm delving into their background and their closet that they've hid quite easily to everyone and exposing them for it. And that's what I've done with all of them, whether it was Sean Atwood. Exposed them, all of them. Why? Because they cancelled me, tried to cancel me, so I'm coming back at them. And there's loads of shit that I've put out there that nearly destroyed them all, but they've managed to recover from it. Why? Because what happened is my content where they're exposing them, they must work around the clock to get that content took off the internet. So all you normally see now is all them giving me shit, and you don't see none of my responses that's been getting given back over the years. Why? Because they go out the way to get my content removed, so when people are looking at it, they're just hearing and seeing their one side and thinking, well, why isn't Darren responding? Why hasn't Darren done a counter video? Why hasn't Darren reacted? Why hasn't Darren stood up for himself when I have? But these are the things they were doing to try and even now while I'm on here, they're sitting there now, attacking the complaint process, trying to get me to shut up about them, because they don't like getting the truth told about them now. Look, I'm telling everyone about James English beating women up and taking drugs and all this fucking for years when they cancel me, but no one's believing me. It's only been the last 2 years now where it's all come out. He's been persecuting that bird in Scotland for 18 months, standing on her head while she's pregnant, doing all horrendous shit. I was screaming the truth about him years ago, no one believed me, but now the truth's prevailing, people believe me now. So everything he's coming at me with now, everything that he's coming at me with now, no one believes him. Look at the people he's putting on his platform to target me. You can't get no one that's been in my life with me and then I've shit on them and then da-da-da-da. You can get people that don't know me. Like you got that psycho. I've met that woman twice in my whole life. Once before I went to jail and once when I got out of jail. That's it. But he's went and reached out as far and wide as he can to find anyone I've spoke about. So I spoke about her in the podcast I've done with him. And anyone I spoke about in the podcasts I've done with him, he's purposely went out and looked for them. And dragged them onto his platform trying to write me off. He's fucked and he's horrible. That's what she is, psycho, like. Psycho, that's what she's been getting. My ma called her that when she first got involved with Billy. Who's this fucking psycho? Don't bring her over my step. She was never allowed in my ma's, mate. Ever. My ma would have Billy's ex-bird still coming to the house whenever she felt like, walk in, do whatever the fuck she wanted in the whole house, go wherever she wanted in the whole house. She wouldn't get across the doorstep. That should give you an idea of how horrible she is. When you've got a mother not allowing some woman across the step but allowing an ex, you've got to understand just how bad that new woman is, can't you? Mums know, don't they? That cunt made Billy top himself. So 6 months or 7 months before Billy done himself, she'd be going through a madness with this psychotic bird. She was horrible. She was having an affair behind his back with multiple men. And I reckon Billy know but couldn't prove it. And because Billy had blasted himself in the head years ago, he'd become very dependent on this psychotic. So when he'd have a fit, instead of keeping him off the drink and drugs, she encouraged the use. So it made his illness 10 times worse being round her. So instead of her keeping him away from drink and drugs, she'd get on the drink and drugs with him and encourage him. Billy's got the worst form of epilepsy, still trying to get up every morning and go and work a full-time job, getting his wages, and she's sniffing it and having mad shit with the babysitter and him, all mad shit going on. So what's happened 6 months before he's ended up doing himself, she's caused me, she's always battering him, always doing mad shit to him, because that's the way she was, that's the way she still is. She went on and done the same to her next fella, and he killed himself on the back of her. Billy done the same. Serious, mate, this isn't lies, it's all there. You can go and do it if you're interested. She's destroyed pure men, this psychotic. Still now she's destroying men. Weird. So she's been having a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. She stabbed Billy in the chest. Stabbed him in the chest, bam, during a domestic violence thing in their house. All busies have turned up, all ambulances have turned up, and so the kids never got took into care or took into the social services off her for doing what she'd done. Billy's told the feds, I've stabbed myself. They've sectioned him, put him in a mental hospital. She knew. She left him. Never even went to visit him while he was sectioned. Stabbed him, and so she wouldn't get in trouble and the kids wouldn't get took. Billy told the feds, I'd done it myself. He hadn't done it himself. Because he told them I've done it myself, they went and sectioned him and started pumping him with all this meds and shit. Ruined him. 6 months later he's gone. And she pushed him to it. Why? Cheating behind his back and rubbing it in his face. And he's fuck all he could do. She's telling him, I'm banging you to this kid behind your back. And he knows about the kid. But because he's fucked, after blasting himself in the head, developed the worst form of epilepsy and all this, she should have looked after him. She drove him to his fucking death. And she can't live with herself because of it. So now when I'm out of prison, my priority is my eldest brother's children. And I'm here looking on. I'm stepping into these shoes for the kids. I'm the father figure going forward. So I've had to speak to this fucking mad woman. And what she's done is, as soon as Billy's died, she's fucked off with the fella that she'd been seeing behind his back for over a year. And left the kids with her ma. Dumped the kids. Dumped Molly and Bobby. And just left them with the nana. Now, when I've been out for time, she's not allowing Molly or the child to come and see me. Now she's fucked off with a fella and she's been lumped with a nan. The nan's allowing the daughter to come and see me, Molly. So for the first time ever, I managed to see Ollie after a year of me being out or something. And I've said to her, look, fuck your mother, she's fucked off with this. I'm going to get an house, I'm going to sort it out, I'm going to have you living in it. Now, the mother's reappeared. I can't see the kids again. Now, when you hear it on that podcast, the only truthful thing that comes out of a fucking gob is when she's saying, he was telling me he was going to take me daughter and live in a house and make us live in this house, and when we said no, got dead upset. Weren't about saying no and I got dead upset. I'm looking at this horrible coke sniffing fuck up that's charged up every fucking day, doing atrocious things to my mother after her son's just fucking died, writing it off, spreading all mad shit about Billy's dad, all mad stuff she's doing. This is why I'm fuming with her. So when she starts doing this with the kids, she gets told, you fucking horrible, fuck off and don't come back round. And that's the last time I see the kid, other than 2 months later. Why? Because she's fucked back off and the kids are trapped there again and they've got no one to turn to. Why? Because she's been slapped up, Molly. She used to batter her like she was a grown woman. This is another thing I didn't like. You'd have this 34-year-old coke sniffing, steroid abusing, fucked up, because she was on steroids to get fit and strong, you know, crossfit, fuck up, mad mindset. She'd weigh her in, punch her like she's a 22-year-old woman. She's 13, getting skull ragged round the house by this fucker. And I'm fuming, but I can't do nothing. Why? Because they're threatening me with police. I try and go near the house, the nana's house, they're threatening me with police. I can see what they're doing to my nieces here. So the next time I see my daughter, who's the fucking spitting image of her father, spitting image of him, the last time I see her, she's 13 years old and she's banging my front door down on my flat on Robson Street at about 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. And she's got Tony Ferris's bird, Lisa, and she's got Melanie McCabe with her. And she's also got, I think, Lisa's sister. Lisa's lesbian sister. I forgot her name, but she's a decent bird. So I've got these girls knocking my door down in the morning. I open the door, you've got Molly crying. I haven't seen Molly for over a year. Why? Because the ma wouldn't let me. So now I've got Molly crying and Lisa and all that are coming, Darren, she's very upset. I haven't seen her for time, been craving to see her, to be the father figure. So now this fucking, she's in me apartment now, crying her eyes out. She can't handle the loss of her fucking dad. Her mum's not there to help her fucking get through it. She's got to depend on her nan and these fucking adults that used to be her dad's fucking mates who are all fucked off drugs. She's sitting in my apartment now at 3:30 in the morning, an innocent, young, fucking weak girl telling me the drug dealer's been fucking her. The drug dealer's been given her ketamine. The drug dealer's been given her cocaine every Friday. What do you want me to do? What do I do in that situation? Exactly. Makes me more angrier at the fucking drug dealers, doesn't it? Makes me start screaming at them more, you fucking bastards. Do you get what I'm saying? The audacity of that psychotic fucking scumbag to do a podcast with this. Do you get what I'm saying? That's pure hate towards me from her. Why? Because she's fucked. Amie Psycho, it's what she's been called since the age of 17. Why? She knocked on Billy's door when he had a beautiful fucking bird called Kelly and a beautiful young son called Billy. Billy had been fucking this little weird creature off. Get away from me, the fuck are you? I'm a man, you're a kid, fuck off. He's jogging it on for years, this weird little creature of a kid, possessing him at the corner of his road when he's coming home from work. She's knocked on his door and told pure lies to Kelly, I've been having an affair with Billy. So psychotic she is. Boom, destroyed Billy's relationship. Billy's in a mess. Before you know it, she's got with him 3 years later. Billy's now bearded her off 3 years later and she fucking killed him. Literally killed him. She made Billy commit suicide and I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. And she'll always have that responsibility on her. And her kids growing up will understand when they get older, when they really value what the fuck is going on, they'll understand that killed the fucking dad. And it's a messy situation for the children. Who created it? Her. I would have been that solid father figure for that Molly. Still now. Do you get what I'm saying? She wouldn't allow it. Why? Because she hated me. Why? Because I kidnapped her brothers years ago and tortured them and took all the money off them. That's why she hates me. She's got a brother called Terry Palin, big time drug dealer, Mark Judge, Kevin Orton, all these little horrible dickheads. And Chunk, big time drug dealer. I teared the pair of them, took all sorts of dough off them and that. Chunk wrapped him up in a flat and tortured him and took his graft off him. Sent a car through their house and they're on fire. So she's always hated me for that. Do you get what I'm saying? Anyway, the life of Darren J. It's not even a life. That's the last 8 years. You've heard a little bit of it.